But I think the Sona is definitely what they're going to lock in here. And there's no lane that... And this is a pick that screams, I'm going to have the ability to roam and get an early cash in for Drake. First game.
We'll see if it works out as we hop into the Rift for game number 1. There's the Lee Sin. Zeka is way too far up the lane. He looks to be just dead, as he will actually flash. Faker doesn't necessarily have to, as Flash comes out from Owner. He says, okay. Sante's got some good wave clear. Clid comes in here alone. Yeah, I guess he's just dead, as down he goes. Owner going to pick up that kill. Not able to hand it over to Faker on the sweep.
Yeah, he got Weaver's Wall in.
Yeah. Well, Flash comes in from Carrier. They get the slowdown onto life. Is the damage there? Kick from Owner, but he misses the Q. Very loving this back and forth trading in the bottom side. Very entertaining. Clid, he did get that essentially free Rift Herald. He's going to drop it here in mid and try to feed Zek a little bit.
It's crazy how both of these junglers are having such a huge impact on this game. I mean, every time one of them shows, something happens elsewhere. I mean, you either have to commit here as Hanwha or don't.
All right, the knockback, but yeah, Viper's just dead. They didn't have any vision, and they said, oh, they're probably doing Drake, and, well...
Push this turret down. Kingen now alone.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He does have the flash, and he will use it, but just gets flash stunned, and that's be the end of him.
It's rough. Ooh, barely escapes that.
That's a fast guy, but Viper doesn't have flash anymore. The damage not quite there, though, as they back away, and the zoning from the Cyclone is too much for T1 to handle, but now there is a very big Croc who is looking to collapse from the top side, and that will be a kill over to Gumayusi.
Zeka should be able to get out here. Can he find Carrier is the question.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Will he die, though?
Oh,
yes, he will.
The snipe. And you know what? This is a huge turnaround here for HLE.
Looking for the wall.
It would be so much more deadly if they had a tidal wave. They do not.
All right, there's the wall. Comes in, try to burst down the Drake, as is Owner going to go for it. Yes, he will. He's not going to get it, though, as this Lee Sin pretty tanky, but is he tanky enough? As in goes the Renekton. They get the Draven on the front line, and down goes Viper, and that is going to be a massive amount of damage away here from HLE Esports. Clid goes down, and yes, they got the Cloud Drake, but they lost so much more.
And when you use the Weaver's Wall like that, and the tidal wave, there's just no deterrence, as poor life will be the last to fall. It's an ace here, sub 20. Well,
eventually.
Maybe not.
Needs it in 12 seconds for the ace. Can he get it?
Good bubble.
He's on vision. Yeah, he's dead. And it is an official ace. Yeah. Just a little bit slow.
An ace at 20 minutes for T1. This is the game-winning moment. That look who's left open. Oopsie daisy. It's Carrier who catches the enemy AD carry. Yeah. Your front line is completely tunneled on a Lee Sin. And HLE lose everything.
Angle.
He's got flash.
They should know this is coming in the wall as well. Zeus is way in the back line, like so far back there. Faker goes down. They take out Viper, though, as a very messy fight. You see that Guma is able to get away somehow, as so many low health bars are here, and Zeus and Owner are just on the chase, as Guma will eventually be taken out, but so should Kingen, as now a 3-on-3 Zeka. The only one that really does damage out of these 6. He's got a Q onto the Baron. Will he be able to steal this? No, he will not, as the Baron goes to HLE Esports. Zeus in there alone, as a massive double knockup into the Cyclone. Clid and Kingen put 2 and 2 together, and they make it happen, and T1 are wiped entirely on the Baron.
Oh, HLE, a full wipe, a triple kill for Clid, and now they can just push mid. There are bounties and wipe this team. Nobody does this to T1, but HLE, they were so patient, and they pulled it off. This is huge.
Got bopped on the head by Kingen. I mean, a 3-man knockup. It's not much you can do about that. It's now Zeus in a bit of trouble. Can't really flash, as they're going in onto Zeka. The kick comes in from Owner. Zeka does survive for an incredibly long amount of time, and the damage from Viper is massive, as the culling now from Guma. Faker goes in. They're gonna get the Draven, as Viper stands up and nearly is able to just stand up to 4 members.
Before the Elder fight is it's initially Zeka who is caught here. The angle of the tidal wave from life from so far away is beautiful. Stopwatch has to be burned. And remember, there's no res here anymore on this Wukong.
Could just be as the flash comes in. Kingan's gonna find the front line. They're trying to burst down Faker as he doesn't have, oh, he does right here at the end, and Clid should be the first one to go down. They've just barely take him out as the GA here available for the side of Owner. Zeka's just flashing into 5 people trying to get the damage. Another 2-man knockup. Unbelievable as the divide comes in from Faker, but it's too little too late.
Viper's just doing too much damage. He's at full health. This should be the Elder for HLE.
And okay, let's see how it goes. The Q is in. We got a wall down. As will they be able to deny Owner? Yes, they will. They take him out. Does Kingan, as this guy is just insane today. He's a man on a mission, and that will be the Elder.
Clid does have smite, no flash. He's over for this with the Draven.
Oh, can he do it again? Can he do it again? He does!
What?
He's in, and he gets it again! Gotta be careful about the poke damage, but with this wall coming down, King in a little bit of trouble. And Guma takes 2 axes and nearly dies. And they should be okay now with Exodia to continue pushing here. The damage is too much. I mean, even just one hit onto Faker could be it, and the Whirling Death is nearly that. Really on the axe's edge right now.
So hard to mess it up from here. One heroic play, T1 need to find one. Faker has Emperors.
This might be where you just got to throw it down. 30 seconds on Elder buff. I don't think they've got enough time to wait to T1. HLE should just be able to slowly chip away.
Zeus looking for the flank here. When that Emperor's Divide comes down, you've got one chance, T1.
One chance and
15 seconds.
A dream, essentially. 12 seconds, the damage goes in. Owner gets the kick, but he's alone. Nobody can get in as Faker can't get over to the left. This game is over as Guma also will be chunked out. They want their KDA, and they deserve their KDA. They will have it now. HLE Esports will take game 1 in 40 minutes.
Unbelievable game, and 1 win away now from doing it again. HLE.
Just standard T1 lead, right? And it just felt inevitable, but it was not. HLE Esports, they have the key, and they proved it again, at least in game 1. And it's going to make the series very interesting from here on out.
Pick that's going to buy you time. Fiora, Jax in the side lane here is so incredibly strong. Could also just play Sion, though. Have an additional front line, block the Ahri from setting up charms. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're breaking the rules, Valdez. We're doing it again, Rascal.
Rules broken. I mean, it could just be Gragas top again.
Yeah, I mean, Rascal played the Akali top last time in our previous series.
Mm-hmm. Into the Fiora. Let's see what they want to go for.
I do think that there is a lot of pick potential here with the Ahri into Gragas because he doesn't have a lot of escape, and without his cask, there's a lot of power actually for Lee Sin into this lane. So they're gonna
felt bad, you know, you mentioned he got the loss on his Lee Sin, and he's gonna be desperate for one of those in this game number 2. Let's hop onto the Rift right now. Onto Viper already, but Guma, crucially, no flash. As okay, dash away, but now they're on top of him, but the damage not quite there. Viper flashes forward. They don't quite have vision as they do get first blood. This will go into Clid's hands.
You can play through the alcove.
Oh, but they got too much damage on the Clid, and life goes down, and so will Viper.
There's not enough damage here.
One by one, the dominoes go down.
So Plate's going over tons of CS tonight for this early game Xayah.
Yeah, and Owner's still here, by the way. As level 6 is in, they're going for Viper. He does not have flash, and down he will go. Owner picking up the kill once again, 3-0 on the Lee Sin. I mentioned he wants revenge.
It doesn't get easier just by default. You know, their comp doesn't just scale better.
Well, they see you as Owner is trying to take away the red buff. He's on a mission to survive as he might actually gets in to avoid the cask as nobody can kill the Lee Sin. The tidal wave comes in and Zeka's kind of hopeless too, goes down right after his flash. And it was all just an epic bait at the end of the day. As in goes Faker, he's got stopwatch. Talked about him being good at doing this, but he is going to have to flash away.
Yeah.
Now, Life is about to get his flash up. Could be huge. Let's see. As it's getting close, the charm hits on Zeka, Everfrost as well, and it resets as the engage here onto Owner. They're trying to burst him down and they get him. They get the Lee Sin. But what is the follow-up going to look like here with T1 so far ahead? Zeka is dead. As the Feather's now on the ground, Clid is not winning this fight against Zeus. As Viper tries to pull him back, but just gets clapped by Gumayusi, as they will chase him down. And Kingan is not going to be able to stop them this time.
Yeah, Clid. Oh, he's taken out here. It's so close. Looks like it might be another early ace, just like last game.
Yeah, same situation too, where Kingen is going to survive a long time, just like life in the last game.
It's just history repeats itself. A soul point fight, a full wipe here. Clid's got the wraparound. Here we go.
Oh, as they get in, and the cask is pretty good. Look at Guma. That's going to be their main target. He hits the shuriken. He gets in onto Guma. You've got to be kidding me. They can't do it twice,
They
can
did it
they?
again, Valdez. They did it again.
No.
And Clid with the full wraparound. Guma is exposed in this fight. So beautiful. Incredible.
Just dodging everything.
Everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
But one greedy Baron.
Okay. Everfrost. There's potential, yeah. He's going to go in for this one as Zeka trying to get on top of the Ahri. The damage's not quite there, but he will go down in the end, and Clid is just barely there.
Trading up in gold. Trading up in gold. Owner's over here.
He's got it.
That's a lot of money into this Wukong's pocket.
Owner getting on top of the Wukong now. We don't have Cyclone here for Clid, as he's in a little bit of trouble. That's actually trading it back here as the kick onto the real one. As he should get it, yeah. The Q comes in, execution.
Coming over, Zayas zoning him out. They could just look for the steal.
Oh, Clid spotted, flash in from Guma, and you know what? It's gonna work. They're gonna take down Clid. Looked a bit confusing at first, but yeah, now Life in a little bit of trouble. The turn here from T1 should just be enough, although the feathers are on the ground. Gotta be careful going into Viper. He gets close. This is going all the way down. Jonas Strong has to keep scrolling forever. The feathers are on the ground here, but Viper just has to run away. Kingen and Viper having the angle from the bottom side. As CB is coming in, and Faker's gonna get caught on the front line, but he's got his Zhonya's. And will that be enough to get him a big knockup from the Cassante as Faker is still alive? They finally get him in the end. Viper is fighting it out from the back line. Let's look at Zeka in the back line too.
Oh my God, Valdez!
Viper winning a fight down 9,000 gold. What is happening?
Oh my God, now it's not over yet. Viper here, still.
Life have some good vision right now on the Drake, so they know this is happening, but T1's trying to force a fight right now without Zeka in it. He's King in a lot of trouble. He's very tanky, but not tanky enough. Down goes the Gragas. And that is it. Oh, God.
This is everything. They have Life here, who doesn't have flash, but could try to ult in.
Oh, Zeka, he's got to go in. He doesn't have a way out. Has Zhonya's, but on the front line, he's just on the run. As in they go. The knockup comes in from the side of Zeus, and that will be the end of the Akali. And they keep this one on a leash, it looks like, 5,000 health.
Yeah, and Clid just wants so desperately to steal, but Zeus is following him and tracking him, so he won't be able to 50-50 this. The Elder does go to T1. A Baron has expired. The Elder to try to push this mid lane. Yeah. As you can see, the ping is coming down immediately to grab the inhibitor, and any picks definitely lead to this game ending. Right now, we go 3.
Yeah, I mean, back. 5v4 with Elder should be enough.
Clid once again, man, on the world's longest flank.
I thought maybe he was trying to get into the wave or something, but not quite going to happen. T1 looking good on the charge down mid. As the cast not good enough this time. Very nice on the timing of the Featherstorm, but I just don't think it's going to matter too much. But that is a big ultimate in that backline. The Elder is so strong, but Owner's going to go down. And all of a sudden, okay, we're trading. And Zeka just trying to survive as Zeus.
Saw Viper.
Frontlining, yeah, it's just got to be Viper, but oh, you're fighting against Elder Drake. How can you do it? Oh, he's going to hit the charm, and that should be enough. Down goes the Xayah, and T1 have done it just barely. I mean, they were ahead like 10,000 gold the whole game, and they finally did it.
That's it.
We'll go to the Nexus here, and we are going to a game number 3.
T1, 2 dominant early games back-to-back, but in game 2, I'm not killing Guma now. Let's back up, set up a perfect fight. Maybe we can beat them on Baron. Same thing we saw in game 1. That Elder fight, which was brilliant. Viper's positioning his team fighting. As Gnar is locked in, we still know what this pick is going to be for Owner. Looks very uncomfortable with this game state. It doesn't want to play an AP jungler. This is one he's pulled out a lot in these types of best of 3s.
Pulling out the stops, I guess. This is very interesting.
If we can see another Sylas top in this series.
Maybe it's Victor top.
Could be. It's been a very long time, but Crown Victor top can be quite strong. Good for side laning.
Our dreams are crushed.
Yeah, it's going to be Cassante again here into the Gnar. A matchup that Gnar was picked before Cassante's nerfs into as a counter. This is Zeus's Gnar. This is his debut pick, one that he got very famous for early on in his career. You've opted into this because you wanted to pick the Victor, and we will have to see if Zeka's Victor performances have improved here because he is playing against the King of Azir. 100 games on this pick now.
Yeah.
This was his 100th game here on the side of HLE.
Absolutely. They have just gone into it so deep as, guys, we are ready. Owner didn't have any camps, so he was, pressuring bot, as we saw. And then he just pinged the Grump that's just coming up. But now actually trying to punish Clid as the Fear will come in. Do have Zeka moving over, but there's a level 6 Azir as he picks up both of them, and Zeka, even though he flashes away, he will be going down.
And, watch this from his first-person view. He's like, wait a minute, they're actually both here? And he just is able to get right past with the flash here. So he goes over the wall here, and we'll start this up. So it is going to be Herald here for Barrier, basically, and Nocturnal. So this is a huge win for HLE.
All right, but no flash here on mid, which is why we can just flash on in. Lethal Tempo, Zeka step. This is what I was talking about. It's just a free kill. They're going to hand that one over to Owner. And even
I'm sorry, not Gore Drinker. The Strike Breaker. And Faker.
Okay. Vi-ult's pretty good against an Azir as he flashes. He's going to hit the Vi into the turret as Owner is here. Fear comes in. Can he get the damage in is really the question, as Clid is so low and the Q will be enough. Yeah, looks like they will, but there's no jungle here, right? So Owner just going to push Zeka away with the tidal leave, and that's going to be the end of that, as they might just get on top of this fight, though. Polymorph comes in. Zeri ult onto 2. Viper trying to get this damage into this bottom lane, as Guma will be the sacrificial Lucian. Down he goes, and that kill is going to go to the hands of Viper as they go for the fight when Clid comes in. It's now Faker again in a little bit of trouble, but this time he's got a Nocturne as tons of damage in the Chaos Storm on top of Faker here, as one last tick would have done it, but it's not quite enough.
Oh man, Faker calculated.
He's going for this. He's actually, I think he's got the damage. Yeah, Strikebreaker complete. Owner is 5-0. Guma's a bit low, but you've got some sustain from the Nami. It feels like Humalife are like, they do not want to let this go without a fight, but they will have their fight, I suppose. Will it work out? As, we do have a huge Emperor's Divine in the back line, actually, as Zeka takes forever to go down. Zeri getting tons of value from Viper, but he's only got one item, and they're just electing to go into this fight against T1 right now. And it's not the cleanest fight ever, but T1 will still win it.
Yeah, still some kills being traded back here. Don't think Kingan's going to be able to get anything else done. Faker so far ahead to try to get an inner two. This is where got to be careful as HLE trying to contest and trying to defend. Owner here seen on the flank.
I don't know. Okay, they're going to try to get in onto Zeus, and a lot of poke comes out from the Victor. Zeka Victor.
Yeah, they save the turret for now. It's just a 5 versus 5 here for, 5% of this turret's health.
I think T1 just identifying they're stronger right now, and they're going to force fights if they can. As in goes Owner. He's got to stop. Watch a 2-man bubble. Maybe even a 3-man in the front line as Carry is going to hit it. And we are just wiping up Humalife Esports on the top side of the map. T1 say, you want to fight, you will have it.
Yeah. 6-0-7 on this Nocturne.
I think the game is over.
I think it is.
22 minutes.
And Zeka, he is just not even able to play the game.
Just desperate to try to stop them.
They're just going to push down the turrets and take the Nexus.
Looks like it. He's just standing next to the soldiers. He knows. Doesn't have any CDs. Down goes the Nexus. 22.5 minutes, and T1 say, we will snowball you.
This much all season either, right?
Yeah.
They were depressed when Hanwha won the first time, and now they get their revenge. What a night for T1 fans.
Thank you very much. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by Carrie and Faker of T1. Congratulations! So now, with today's victory, you guys secured the sole position of rank 1 again. So let's hear how do you feel? Really happy that we secured rank 1, and I know that in round 1 we lost against Hanwha Life. So I really wanted to win today. Really happy that we got it. Yeah, really happy that we were able to get our revenge. Carrie, today must be such a meaningful day. So now you took the sole position of rank 1 back for POG with 1,100 points. So how do you feel about that?
뭐 기분 좋긴 하지만
With the
기분 좋고
3,000 assists,
기분 좋고
I'm really happy. I feel like I'm happy about
네, 팀원들이
Rank 1 POG as well.
있었기 때문에 가능했기 때문에 기분 좋습니다.
I feel like this was all possible because of all my teammates' help.
말씀하신 만큼 그만큼 기분이 좋으신 것 같은데
You mentioned that you're happy
지금 오너
4
선수가
times. It
POG
must
포인트
be
1000점이고요.
very true.
한 번 차이입니다.
Right
누가
now,
1등 할 것 같으세요?
Owner
저는 못할 거라고 생각합니다.
그러면 오너
is
선수가
actually
1등 할
having a
거라고
little
예상하시는
competition for
오너
rank
선수
1
일등
with you. So who do you think
그러면 페이커
will take it in the end?
선수들을 여쭤볼게요.
I think
누가
owner
1등
will. What about
원래
you, Faker?
오늘부터 좀 제가 다 받으면서 1등 하려고 했는데
I mean, I wanted to
저는
be rank
빅세이가
1
될
from, getting POG today, but I don't think it's possible. So
마지막까지 여러분 누가
maybe
POG
Carrier.
1위를 차지할지 기대를 해주시고요. 1라운드 T1에게 유일한 패배를 안겨줬던 한화생명인 만큼 오늘 복수에 굉장히 성공하고 싶으셨을
So
것
you
같습니다.
guys
페이커
must
선수,
have
오늘
really
경기
wanted to get
어떤
your
마음으로
revenge
임하셨나요?
on Hanwha Life.
뭐 지난번에 지기는
what was your
했지만
result going into
아무래도
this
좀 저희가
revenge
실수가
match?
많았기 때문에 졌다고 생각을 해서
We
이번에는
did
저희가
make a lot of mistakes
좀
and gave
지난번보다는
the
훨씬 더
first game to them,
수월하게
but
경기가 진행될 거라고 생각했고 이길
I
거라고
feel like
생각했습니다.
our
네,
entire
그래서
series
좋은
went a lot
결과를
better than
가져가긴
last time.
하셨지만 그래도 오늘도 쉽지 않은 승부가 계속 이어졌습니다. 캐리어 선수 한화생명을
So
상대하면서
today it
가장
looked like you guys had a
힘들었던
rough
부분은
match.
어떤
So what was the most
음,
challenging part of
그냥
today's series?
하나생명 팀 자체가 좀 한타
I
좋은
think
밸런스
Hanwha
팀을
Life
짜고 좀
itself has a very balanced team that has really good team
1세트
fights.
때 그렇게 상대가 잘한 것 같아서 잘했던 것 같아요.
So
하나생명.
I knew that
좋습니다.
you know,
1세트
they're
얘기를 좀
good. They
해보자면요.
played really
1세트
well
사실
during
T1이
game 1.
루시안을 1픽으로 가져갔는데 상대가 나미를
T1
선택하면서 캐리어
blind
선수가
picked
소나로
Lucian
선회를
in
하셨습니다.
game 1.
소나를 대회에서 꺼낸 건 처음이신데요.
And
해보니까
with the Nami
어떤가요?
ban, you
별로
picked
재미없었고
Sona. So with Sona,
그리고
with first time playing
원래
Sona,
소리를 들으면서
how
해야
was
되는데
it?
소리가 그렇게 크지
It
않아가지고
wasn't
게임 소리가
really
그냥 재밌었던 것 같아요.
fun.
재미없었나? 방금 내가 뭐래? 내가
I was actually supposed
아, 그냥
to
좋았어요. 네.
yell a
저희는
lot while
재밌었거든요.
playing,
네,
you know, and it's
좋습니다. 그렇게
fun,
소나로
but
또
you know,
1세트
it was
플레이를
pretty boring
하셨는데
overall.
1세트 굉장히 유리하던 게임이었는데 바론 한 방에 역전을 당하게 됐습니다.
So
오늘 2세트 때도
the
그렇고
game was
좀
turned
유독
around
바론
during
앞에서
Baron
사고가 많이 일어났는데
in game
이런
1.
부분들은 어떻게 보완하고자
And I
하셨나요?
feel like during
경기하면서?
this entire series,
1세트 때
you guys
뭔가 저희가
actually
하나한테 졌어가지고
had
뭐
a
감정들이 많이
very rocky game
실렸었던
from
것
Baron.
같고 그래서 좀 감정적으로 좀 많이 임했던 것 같아서
I
좀
feel like
급하게
it's
하지 말고
because
저희 하던
we
대로 원래
ended
좀
up
조급하게 안
playing
하면
too
좋겠다고 피드백했던 것
emotionally.
같아요.
마음을 가라앉히고 좀
And I feel
이성적으로
like
하자
a lot of the
이렇게
feedback was
콜을 하신 것
about,
같은데
hey, stay
그리고
focused
2, 3세트 역시
and
루나미를
let's
선픽으로
just
가지고 가셨습니다. 오늘
be
한화생명과의
realistic
경기를
about
앞두고 루나미의
how
어떤
we
준비
take the
과정이
game.
특별히 있었을 것 같은데 어떠세요?
루나미는 뭐 이번 시즌
So in
내내
game
준비했던
2 and
픽이라서
3,
그냥 살면
you guys
무조건
picked
좋다고
Lucian Nami.
생각해서
So
루시안 계속
what
했던
was
것
the prep work
같습니다.
going into that?
그리고 저희가 2세트를
I feel like we had a lot of
느낀
good
게
practice regarding
아리는
that, so
자야를
I think
나미는
we just went with our
아칼리를 막하는
comfort
장면들이
pick.
많이 나온 것 같은데 이런 건 팀적으로 어떤 콜이
So
있었나요?
in game 2, it felt
어떤
like
콜이 있었나요?
Ari was marking the
어떤 콜이
Zaya and
있었나요?
Nami was marking
네,
the
콜은
Akali. So
없었고
what was
그냥
the
다들 이제
what was the
자연스럽게
call
한것
on
같아요.
that?
아, 그 상황에 맞춰서
I feel like there wasn't really any shot calling involved. It's just
맞습니다.
아, 네,
we just kind of played it naturally, and that's how it came
오늘
about.
상대가 좀 노골적으로 후반을
Game
보는
3.
구성을 꺼냈습니다. 그에 맞춰서 오너
Your
선수가
opponent went
녹턴을
for a
꺼내게
late game
됐는데요.
comp.
게임 어떻게 풀어나가고자
And then
하시나요,
at the
페이커
very
선수?
end, Owner
일단
picked
녹턴이
Nocturne.
이제
So
좀 성장을
what was the
해야 되는
focal point
챔피언이다 보니까
in
좀
that game?
라이너들이 잘 도와주겠다고 좀 생각을
I feel
했던
like
것
with
같고
Nocturne needing
또
to
현준이가
scale a
녹턴을
lot,
잘 가지고
all the laners
잘
actually
된 것
supported
같습니다.
him.
네, 그리고 라이너들이 잘해야
And, you know, it worked out pretty well in the
말씀하셨는데
end.
그 아지르와의 합도 굉장히 좋았던 것 같습니다. 오늘
And it
3세트가
looked like
또 페이커 선수의
Nocturne
아지르
synergized really well with
득점이었거든요.
Azir.
굉장히 의미 있는 기록인데
This was
BDD
actually
선수도 얼마
a
전에
quite
100점을
meaningful day where
달성하셨잖아요.
you
아지르가
got
이렇게
your
오랫동안
100th Azir
꾸준히
pick.
선수들에게 사랑받는 이유는 뭘까요?
일단
What do you
챔피언이
think is the
좀
reason behind a lot of people, a lot of players
장점이다
loving
보니까 좀
playing Azir?
메타랑 상관없이 자주 나오는
I feel like
챔피언인 것
regardless of the meta,
그러면 저희가 이렇게
he's
여쭤볼게요.
all around a really good
페이커에게
champion. That must be why. What is Azir to you, Faker?
아지르입니다.
그냥 아지르
Azir
그
is
이상도
Azir to
이하도
me.
아니다. 그런 그냥 아지르를 가지고 나는 멋진 플레이를 해낼 뿐이다. 이렇게 말씀해주신 것 같은데 오너 선수의 녹턴과도 합이 굉장히 좋았습니다.
regards
페이커
to
선수. 오너
Owner's
선수의
Nocturne,
녹턴을
you
보고
synergize
사기를
really well
올려주는
with his
챔이라서
Nocturne.
사기챔이다. 이렇게 부르기도 하던데 어떻게 보셨나요? 오너 선수의 녹턴 플레이.
Did you think that Owner's Nocturne play was pretty OP?
녹턴을 좀
I feel like
공격적으로
Owner
잘 하는 것
is
같고
a great player. He played
그래서 합이
Nocturne really aggressively and well. And given the way I play
녹턴을
Azir, I
많이
think it was just
듣는다.
synergized and we had really good
아니요,
chemistry
좋은
overall.
노래일 것 같습니다. 오늘 아지르 3세트에서 활약을 해주셨는데 조금 아쉽게도 13.5 패치에서는 아지르가 많은 부분 너프가 되게 되는데요. 좀
And it
아쉬우실 것
looks
같아요.
like
이런
you
부분들도.
had a good game
저는
with
이제 좀
Azir,
아지르를
but in
좀
patch
노잼으로
13.5, Azir is
좀
going to be
생각을
nerfed. So
했어가지고
are you sad
버프가
about that?
된 게 오히려 잘된 것
Honestly,
같거든요.
I never really had a lot of fun playing Azir, so it's fine. Do you think with the nerf you'll use Azir less?
몸통에 상처를 내놨기 때문에 조금 나오기는 어려울 것 같고요.
Yeah, it's
아지르가.
not even just like a
그래도
little
상황에
scratch on the
따라서
pedal,
저는
and it's
언제든
like
상황이 맞는다면 선택할 수 있을
a
것
nerf that
알겠습니다.
affects
자, 이제
him
이렇게
all
정규
around,
시즌
so
1위를
maybe we'll have
확정하게
to be more
되면서
careful
강함을
using
한
him
번 더
next time.
입증하게 된 T1인데요. 남은 대진에 대한 각오 들어보고 인터뷰 마무리하겠습니다. 캐리어 선수.
이제
And let's hear about your expectations going into the remaining schedule.
상대 팀이
There's not many matches left until playoffs. We want to finish strong by playing the last two matches really well, and
페이커 선수도 각오 한 말씀
be ready
부탁드릴게요.
for our playoffs. What about you, Faker?
이제 저희가 정규 시즌 1등은 확정되었는데 중요한 거는 이제 플레이오프랑
We secured rank 1
결승전까지
during the regular split,
목표로
but
하는
what's
하고
important is
있어가지고
the
그때 좋은
playoffs,
경기력을
and winning
만들 수
the
있게
title
열심히
is
앞으로도
our goal.
노력하겠습니다.
So
좋습니다. 함께 응원하겠습니다.
we'll put in
오늘
all
승리
the efforts
축하드립니다.
to make sure that we finish strong.
캐리어 선수,
This will be the end of the
페이커
interview with
선수였습니다.
Carrie and
이어서
Faker
실력
from
확인해
T1.
보겠습니다.